And we're back. Welcome. We got lots to talk about today. Some previews, a bunch of stuff. Effort's ready. Very zen-like. You ready, Mr. Effort?
Yeah. What? It's not telling me I'm here? Am I muted now?
No.
Oh, okay. What was this doing?
Just getting ready for the show.
Oh, okay.
Very distraught, Mr. Effort.
Well, dude, we just had a camera issue right before we came on, and now you're telling me that am I ready with the mic? I'm like, what? Am my mic not working now?
About a mic. I just said, are you ready?
Oh, I heard mic. Is your mic working? That's what you said.
No. We have tape. We can go back to
we'll have to.
Welcome to the SF Comic Book Company. This is the SF Company Hour, number 138. Today we're going to be talking some Fantastic Four director news. She-Hulk. We'll do a little preview, a review of the first two episodes of the She-Hulk.
Missed the second episode. I haven't seen it yet. Just to let you know. We can do a non-spoiler, but I haven't seen it. Sorry, bro.
I had one job, Rick. A 20-minute episode of a TV show.
I got a lot of stuff on my plate.
I bet you do. House of the Dragon thoughts. We'll talk about this Fletch trailer. And we got King Kong coming, TV show coming to Disney Plus, not related to the Monsterverse, its own little thing. So we've got all that to talk about. A couple, little figures, some figure stuff. We do this every week. The SF Company Hour. We love talking movies, TV shows, comics, toys, some video game stuff, whatever floats our nerd fancy in the given week. Mr. Everett, how you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Ready to talk. There was a lot of stuff this week.
Yeah. I've had a rough week. It's been not a fun week. I missed a concert we were supposed to go to.
Yeah.
But I heard there were one song was missing, which
Yep.
Which I would have been pissed off.
I was very disappointed not hearing it, but yeah.
I would have been very mad if I went and didn't hear that song because that's like my favorite song of theirs. So, maybe they knew I wasn't there. So like, oh, the Trinity is not complete, so they can't play the song.
The man was there.
Not all the men were there though.
Oh, okay.
That's a bummer, but well, we're starting off the show. No one died this week, right? No major deaths. I think there was there like it's probably there's no like major.
It kind of just felt like that movie Private Parts, where like, oh yeah, who's this? The Queen of Monaco? Queen of Monaco?
There was one comic book death. There was Tom Palmer Sr. He was an inker for comics for many years. Palmer, bring up his comic book. Yeah, he was Tom Palmer. He died August 18th. He worked on Tomb of Dracula. He worked on Star Wars. Worked on Avengers. He did a lot.
Was he only an inker, or did he do comic art too?
He did a little bit of comic art, but he did. Yeah, mostly he was an inker, colorer. That was a lot of his stuff. He worked with Neil Adams on the Avengers and X-Men. Gene Colan he worked with. John Buscema, John Byrne he worked on with. So he worked with some heavy hitters, man. He was definitely one of the legends in the comic industry. So R.I.P. to Tom Palmer Sr. Tom Palmer. Oh, I don't know called. Tom Palmer. Well, I'm gonna call him Senior for some reason. Tom Palmer, R.I.P. comic book legend. He was an inker. We show respect to the inkers.
We do respect inkers here.
Unlike those guys in Jason Amy.
Fuckers.
Tracers. R.I.P. to Mr. Palmer. But what we need to do? We need to figure some stuff out. Let's figure it out. Figure it out with Ray Doomsdilla. Let's go. Just a little bit of figure news this week. We got these dropping from Super 7. Super 7's dropping all kinds of cool shit. We got the Sabotage figures. coming based on, of course, the Beastie Boys. Probably in the top 10 music videos of all time, probably.
Yeah, I would that particular video, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I would say that's just the song and the video and just throwback to the 70s.
Directed by one of the top 5 music video directors, the great Spike Jonze.
Yep, Spike Jonze. Yep, for sure. So these are coming out, figures based on the characters from the music video. So this I'm probably gonna have to get Cochise.
That's one thing I think I want all of those, man.
Yeah, I kind of want them all, but if I had to pick one, I'll probably get Cochise, just because I love Cochise. And he has double fisting bananas. It's pretty hilarious as his weapon.
Vic, what was it? Cofield? Vic Cofield? Hell yeah.
Yeah, these are pretty cool. Super 7's coming out with some bangers, man. Yeah, they got some Parks and Rec figures coming out too. I got to give me a Ron Swanson. Comes with a plate of breakfast food. So these are awesome.
Hopefully it's all meat.
Well, eggs, all the eggs, all the
bacon, all the eggs, all the bacon,
all the eggs and all the bacon you can give me. These are cool. I'm thinking like, what other music videos can they make figures out of? What other what would be a cool music video to make?
Well, I mean, shit. If we stick just onto the Beastie Boys ones, I want the intergalactic.
That's a good shout.
Yeah, I'd like the intergalactic ones. Trying to think of what other ones were like. Some videos weren't as theatric. Oh, I'd like a Dr. Dre and Eminem, fucking Batman and Robin.
Oh yeah, Real Slim Shady.
Yeah, that would be a cool one.
It'd be cool. What was it? Thriller, of course.
Thriller would be great. A lot of Michael Jackson ones would be good, but I think the stigma of Michael Jackson right now, he didn't do it.
I think there's more to the story. These look cool, man. I'll definitely pick these up. I'll pick up at least one. I can't pick up all these, but yeah.
You know who they're missing though? Honestly, man, I told you. Where's Bunny? Where's Bunny the security guard, man? I want a Bunny figure. That'd be fucking dope. All 4 of them.
If these are popular, maybe they'll make a second series. It just depends how much they sell. So
they can make the criminal versions of them. Like like we see Mike D running. MCA running with the fucking big fucking bodysuit, the big beer belly suit that he's running with. That shit's fucking hilarious. That's a great fucking video, man.
Yeah, it's a good video. Yeah, I kind of want to watch it. I haven't watched it in a while.
Do a fucking reaction video. We know we already seen this, but you guys get a reaction after we haven't seen it in 10 years or something.
I refuse to anytime somebody puts Sabotage on, man, I refuse not to fucking get fucking juiced. It's a fucking hype song. Yeah.
I like watching reaction videos to that. Some of these old school songs, and Sabotage always gets love because good lyrics, great beat, and fucking it's the great video too. So it's
definitely one of the. Yeah, they always had pretty decent videos. They always had like pretty awesome videos. All right, let's see. All right, let's jump into this Fletch trailer. So for a long time, we there was ever since the Fletch Lives came out with Chevy Chase. There's been talk of another Fletch movie, of course, based on the book series. Who wrote the books? Was it? I forgot who.
The guy who wrote Fletch.
Yeah, I know they're based on books.
I'll tell you right now, Gregory McDonald.
Okay. Yeah, so this has been rumored for a long time. Kevin Smith was attached to making Fletch. He was going to make an origin story with Jason Lee.
That would have been great, man.
Yeah, I remember reading about that and really wanting that to be actually a thing. It was going to be called Fletch 1, WON. So that was going to be like a prequel Fletch movie, but written directed by Kevin Smith, starring Jason Lee. I was wanted that movie really bad. That would have been really cool, especially during that time too. That's when Smith was kind of hitting on all cylinders during that time. So this is Miramax. I haven't seen. I guess Miramax I haven't seen a Miramax logo in a while. When I saw this trailer,
yeah, I think we know why.
Yeah. I figured they would change the name too. Like, wouldn't you change the name of Miramax to something else? Just
that's money, man.
Yeah, it's still like a known thing. still.
I mean, I don't. I think it's more attached to the history of the Miramax movies than just to Weinstein. You know, he's a piece of he's a piece of shit with the fucking, you know, I don't know, whatever he calls that for his fucking. Yeah, fuck that guy. Yeah, you ever heard the horror stories? I don't know if you heard the horror stories about that.
I've heard, yeah.
He's a creep.
Yeah, he's giving some actresses some roles that, you know, they probably should have had, but, you know.
Super creep. He's super creepy.
Super top of the head, you get some benefits, I guess. Let's see. So yeah, this is John Hamm stepping into the role. I'm not sure if it's actually based on any actual story from the books. Apparently this is going to be a little bit more closer to the book character than what Chevy Chase kind of did. You know, Chevy Chase does Chevy Chase, and so, you know, he kind of made it his own. I like Fletch, the first Fletch movie. The second one is okay. I'm not a huge fan of Fletch.
Fletch Lives is all right, man.
All right, it's a little kind of messy. So this is John Hamm, who's delved in comedy. He's done a lot of guest roles in like sitcoms, and
he's good at Tag. If you haven't seen Tag. He's a fun actor, dude.
Tag is, man, I really want to like that movie, man. Tag is
I fucking love it.
I like parts of that movie, but I don't know. So somebody irks me about that fucking movie. I kind of pissed me off about that movie.
Probably Renner.
I don't even mind Renner. It's just, I don't know. That movie should have been greater. I don't know. I had high hopes for that movie. It just didn't live up to what I expected. We get the Fletch trailer. This looks fun. I like Hamm. Hamm's always fun. So
hella funny, dude.
Looks like a good cast. It just looks like a Fletch movie. I'm down with this. What do you think, man?
It looked fucking dope, man. I love the thing where he does the fucking face. And the good thing is we're actually gonna get like a Fletch movie. We're not gonna get Chevy Chase. I love Chevy Chase. Don't get me wrong. I fucking love Chevy Chase. But like you said, he was giving you Chevy Chase in the movie. That's like. I don't know that who do I say that he's the same in every fucking movie that he does right now. Oh, that's he's Kevin Hart. Yeah, Kevin Hart's one. Fucking Jesse Eisenberg. He plays a good neurotic fucking kind of.
If your role calls for a neurotic robot man, just like that's why he was perfect for Marcus Zuckerberg. It was a perfect role.
If you want somebody not to really say shit and be very understated, you go get the guy from Drive. What's his name?
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Yeah. If you don't need too much fucking acting, go get Ryan Gosling. He'll do a good job. But yeah, it's just I don't know. I as much as I love Chevy Chase, there were great Chevy Chase movies. I don't know if they were good Fletch movies, but I like the subject matter of Fletch. I think Hamm's gonna fucking knock it out the park, bro. I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna be a fucking comedic masterpiece, but if fucking I'm laughing in the theater, I'm not gonna be, oh, that wasn't funny. It's like if you're fucking laughing. Oh, I don't think that was funny. Fuck you.
Oh. Whoa! I thought you were
no, there are those people that do that shit. They're like, well, I'm like, I heard you fucking laughing the whole fucking movie.
I've had that experience with people like, oh, they were laughing and then like, oh, I didn't like it. Like, well, you're laughing.
Not on the keyboard, fucker. Whoa. Fat fuck.
Wow. Damn. This is coming out. Confess Fletch. It's coming out September 16th. Theatrically, so on demand and theatrically at the same time. I wouldn't mind seeing this.
What would it be on? What's going to be on streaming? Is
this is just going to be still on demand. On demand just means anywhere you can like buy movies.
Oh, that's true. Then Miramax is probably not attached to any particular.
I know they were Touchstone. They're owned by Disney. Partly owned by Disney at one point. So I don't know if that's still the case. But there's so many like rights and shit all over the place. So
probably Disney doesn't want to be associated with fucking anything Weinstein.
Yeah, I don't know if I need to see this in the theater.
That's why I'm asking where it is for streaming. I'd probably stream this.
Yeah, I don't know if I need to go to a theater for this. But it looks cool. I definitely want to check it out. I'm curious about it. I like John Hamm a lot.
John Hamm's hilarious, man.
Yeah, him again, just do a straight up kind of comedic role too. I don't know if he's actually done that like in a starring capacity. He's done a lot of guest stars on sitcoms and playing, kind of going against his time, like handsome guy, but kind of, goofy and shit.
Goofy. Like
So,
he's great in those fucking what is it? It's not Geico. It's Progressive commercials with Flo.
mm.
He's always hitting on her, and she's just like fucking dismissing him. He's fun, dude.
So yeah, we're getting a ride home together, right? I was like, I never agreed to that.
Fucking
So
love he just seems like a funny ass dude.
yeah.
He's very understated.
Krista C. Good morning, nerds. Lori, hi gents, happy Saturday. He was great in 30 Rock. Yeah, that's one of the ones I was thinking of, him on 30 Rock. Yeah, he was hilarious on 30 Rock. Yeah, there was a lot of good guest stars on 30 Rock.
Oh, it was a guest star only. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I think he did a multi-episode arc, I think, from what I remember. But yeah, it's curious about it. Not blown away by it, but curious. All right, let's jump. Let's talk about this King Kong stuff. So there's a King Kong live action series in the works at Disney Plus, from Stephanie Folsom and James Wan's Atomic Monster. So this is headed to Disney Plus. King Kong is the working title. So you notice, like, they can call him Kong in the MonsterVerse Godzilla stuff, but they never call him King Kong.
They'll say he's king, but they don't call him king.
Yeah, that belongs to the I believe that's the Marion T. Cooper's titles. So this is going to be more based on those original titles, the books, and the visual. There's a visual book too. Joe DeVito. He's an artist that kind of made some kind of going through the history of. I think I have one of them somewhere where it kind of goes through the history of like King Kong, the origins of the island, and the mysteries of Skull Island. So let's see. Written by Paper Girls creator Stephanie Folsom, King Kong is a serialized action-adventure drama that brings classic monster story into the modern age, with a return to Skull Island and the dawn of a new Kong. The series will explore the mythology of King Kong's origin story and supernatural mysteries of his home, based on IP from Marion C. Cooper's original books and new King Kong novelizations by Joe DeVito. So yeah, this is going to be nothing to do with the MonsterVerse. Yeah, the Godzilla stuff. This is kind of on its own its own thing. So which I'm okay with. Like, they can be two King Kong things. That's just I'm okay with that. There's been a lot of King Kong stuff. Like, there's been cartoons and such. So yeah, then kind of based on that original source material. So I'm okay with this. It's gonna be different from this is gonna probably be a regular size Kong, which is like 30 feet tall. So we're not doing the Kong
500.
Yeah, the 300 feet, Kong in Godzilla versus Kong. So which just I believe started filming in Australia. The sequel to Godzilla versus Kong. They just had the synopsis come out. Like, basically, this Kong and Godzilla are going to team up against some other threat, some foreign threat, which we kind of knew that was going to happen. But yeah, like James Wan's, he's a good producer, and Paper Girls. I like Paper Girls a lot too. So that's it's got a lot of good people behind this, and Disney Plus is not going to cheap out on stuff that you could see. They spend money. So I'm kind of excited about this, man. I'm a King Kong mark, so Godzilla's my guy, but Kong is right up there. So yeah, I'm okay with two King Kongs being made simultaneously. It's like the Armageddon fucking deep head back thing. Hollywood wants to double up on everything. What do you think of this, man?
This is good. I mean, the fact that it's coming from Disney Plus is something. Any kind of show that they come out with, I want to see. Yeah. Like Percy Jackson's been announced. I really want to see that, just because I know they're gonna put money behind it. And though all the Disney Plus shows haven't been like A pluses, but I mean, you don't fucking shy at a B minus or a B. I don't think they've had like a C plus show yet.
Yeah, as far as like their Marvel or Star Wars stuff.
Or Star Wars, yeah, they haven't had a C plus show at all, other than like their stuff that they like Disney Kids out, and yeah, that's one thing. But their Marvel shows and their other shows, yeah, they're doing good shit. So like I heard that they want to do a Dragon Ball movie or Dragon Ball show. I'm like, fuck yeah, from Disney. They like you said, it's not gonna look cheap. It's not gonna look like I mean, shit. These streaming services, they shell out money now. I mean, it's not the CW. It's not a CW show. Is pretty much what I'm trying to say. I guess the CW
If
and
this was like on
networks.
NBC or like
Networks are they're the bottom rung now.
Yeah.
They're not spending any money like these streaming services do. You know, streaming services, I guess they're trying to hook you. They're doing a good job.
Yeah.
You know? Disney's doing a great job. So, yeah, I definitely want to see this.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm kind of bummed out about the 30-foot Kong. Now that I've seen Paris, why do I want to go back to the fucking farm?
I can't see Kong more than that. Like Kong is like 1933 Kong, 76 Kong. The ones that kind of out of place are the Godzilla Kong ones.
Me personally, I always wanted him on par with Godzilla because I know Godzilla's huge.
Yeah.
You know, and fucking like that thing I sent people. Godzilla would be like the mother father with fucking little King Kong and a fucking papoose just sitting on his fucking chest. He's small compared to Godzilla, and everybody wanted Kong versus Godzilla. It's like you're not going to shrink Godzilla, so you better boost up Kong.
Yeah. So this is the Godzilla versus Kong. What they're starting to film right now. After the two titans clash in 2021's Godzilla versus Kong, the studio says the two giant monsters will fight a colossal undiscovered threat hidden within our world, challenging their very existence and our own. The movie will explore how possibly
Destroya.
I would think maybe Mega King Ghidorah we might be seeing.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. But at the same time, it's like we just had Mechagodzilla and they fucked that up.
Yeah, which is hopefully they can right the wrongs from that movie, and
No, move on. We've already seen movies that try to right the wrongs from the previous movies, and they don't come out as good.
Yeah, so it's gonna Adam Wingard's coming back. We got Rebecca Hall, Brian Tyree Henry, which I did not like in the last movie.
Oh, he was annoying.
Yeah, that did not need to be put in there. Definitely took me
Bobby Millie Johnson back?
I haven't seen her in any of the credits, so maybe she's not back for this, which that's fine. I liked her in the first one.
What was her dad's name in that one?
Oh,
Kyle Chandler?
Yeah.
Dude, they need to have him back in there. He's fucking.
Yeah, he might be in the TV show because they're also doing the MonsterVerse TV show on Apple.
Oh, so he needs to be in something, man. Kyle Chandler's great.
Yeah, he just needs to be in every like genre TV movie he needs to be in.
I'm surprised. Has he been in an MCU movie yet?
That's a good question. Has he?
He'd be great as some kind of fucking
that's a good
politician and shit.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. He could be, or he could play like an old superhero or something too. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. So there's a bunch of.
And you said that's done filming.
That is, I believe, starting to film.
Starting to film.
Yeah, the Kong versus Godzilla 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's supposed to be starting to film.
Mm. I like the first. I mean, I like Kong versus Godzilla. It was good. I know, of course, I had issues. It didn't meet all my expectations, but I mean, it was good. Was it as good as Freddy versus Jason? Fuck no.
Yeah,
it was a good crossover.
The plot was horrible. The plot was horrible. The Mechagodzilla reveal really pissed me off.
Yep.
Fucking
Lego set.
Yeah, I didn't like fucking Princess Leia Kong doing his fucking Princess Leia from Last Jedi impression. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that.
Can you see this happening? And I hope it doesn't happen in this. I really hope a writer doesn't do this, and I'm going to say it now. But I can almost see that there's going to be, since Godzilla was king and he beat the shit out of Kong, and there might be other monsters involved, that there's going to be a scene where probably Godzilla's dying, and fucking Kong's going to go up to him and like grab his hand, kind of like, Samwise and Frodo. I have a feeling that could happen. And if it does, it's going to fucking just tick me off. Now Kong's king until like, baby Godzilla comes in.
Now I want to see that Thor Hulk relationship for Avengers, like they have a big ass battle and just Godzilla just fucking pushes him over the side or something, just to fucking. I want to see it. Like they're reluctantly together, like they can like snap on each other at any minute, but they're like for the greater good they're going to team up, which we kind of
that would be good. That would be cool. I just think we're going to get a little bit more of the fucking bromance between fucking Kong and Godzilla.
I don't think we need to see that.
We're going to get a 21 Jump Street with fucking Kong and Godzilla.
Jesus.
It happens. It's going to happen.
Yeah, we'll see. Like the visuals were pretty good. Like the battle on the boats were good. The battle in the city was cool. Yeah, until they got to the Mega Godzilla stuff, and then it was like, that is the worst design I've ever seen for Mega Godzilla, man. He had such cool designs, and that was the worst.
Lego Godzilla.
It
looks like a Lego figure to me, man.
Just use the one from Ready Player One. That one was fucking so much better, dude. Like, why?
I want to go watch that now.
She just said that's trigger words. Yeah. Lori, those Beastie Boy figures are dope. I love it. Kyle Chandler is an underrated actor, really great actor. He does need to be utilized more. Yeah, he always does. Like, yeah, he's always there, like in these genre pictures, like showing up. He's the dad, or he's an officer, or he's but he does it so well. Yeah,
he's a government official.
Yeah. He just looks like a military government cop guy. Like that's why he plays the father so well. But yeah, he's good. He's good. All right, he's good. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. All right, let's talk about this before we jump into talking about House of Dragon and the Shulk. All right, so we got this looks like all but confirmed. Looks like at Disney the D23 in a couple weeks. We're gonna get a full cast director reveal for Fantastic Four and some of the other shows. I heard rumors they're gonna announce the director and cast for Thunderbolts. We're gonna hear We're gonna hear about Deadpool 3, Shang-Chi 2. What was the other one they said they were gonna talk about? Announce, anyways. But yeah, Fantastic Four cast, and there's one other they were gonna reveal at D23. After playing a big part in helping, this is from Deadline, after playing a big part in the Marvel Studios limited series WandaVision, Matt Shakman may be ready to help launch one of the studio's prized movie properties. Sources tell Deadline that Shakman is in early talks to direct the new Fantastic Four pick. Rumors have been running rampant in recent weeks that he was in the mix for the job, and insiders are now telling Deadline that while the former offer hasn't been presented, early discussions have begun, and that things are headed in the right direction. Kevin Feige has stated. Shakman will step in for John Watts, who parted ways with the project in spring. Watts was coming off Spider-Man No Way Home, which had become the sixth highest grossing film in global box office history with $1.89 billion, and needed a break from the comic book realm. Marvel quickly began looking for his replacement, with a number of candidates, and thought was a search may go all the way into the fall. So yeah, we heard rumors of it was kind of all over the place. There's even talks of Spielberg directing this shit. They want a heavy hitter for this one, because this is going to drive the MCU for a while. This is going to be this is what's going to drive the next three phases of the MCU, the Fantastic Four, them and characters related to them. So I'm kind of underwhelmed by this pick. Shankman, he's done a lot of TV work. He worked on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia for he did 90 episodes of that. And he did WandaVision. He's done a lot of stuff for TV. Not a lot of feature film work. I like WandaVision a lot, but I don't know if that, just because I like WandaVision doesn't mean I know that he should be directing Fantastic Four. So I'm on the fence with this. The Russos came from sitcoms and TV, and they turned out to be one of the best comic book directors of all time. Endgame still have some issues with that. But what do you think of this pick? He's no longer directing Star
Trek.
Trek 4. He was on pace to direct that. So this is what do you think of this news? What are your thoughts on this pick?
I think it's good. I like WandaVision. Like you said, you can't really judge somebody on just like doing like a show, but they directed over 90 episodes. I'm pretty sure I've seen a lot of the episodes for It's Not Always Sunny, and I mean he knows how to direct group dynamic. That's what you kind of look for. He knows how to direct families, obviously, when it comes to doing some of the stuff or writing families or developing family themes and tropes. So yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm super cool with it. You get the dysfunction of like It's Not Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Think of that kind of dysfunction there, and you're gonna have that with Ben Grimm and Johnny Storm, which would kind of be dope. Then you're gonna have the more family oriented stuff with Reed. So I think it's a good direction. I mean, I think we had our hearts set on somebody big.
Yeah, like
honestly, I super wanted somebody big. It's Fantastic Four. You want somebody really big, somebody established. And I've seen this lately out of Disney. They're going very budget.
Yeah.
I mean, with the hiring of directors, they were hiring fucking Kenneth Branagh. They were hiring fucking heavy hitters. I think the Russos are the ones that kind of switched the whole.
We can get somebody. We don't have to overpay for a director. We get somebody that's hungry and talented, but never has gotten a shot, and give them a shot.
Yep.
Like getting Spielberg, that was kind of far fetched, but that was like a pipe dream kind of thing. But it would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome.
But I don't know, like what they did with Sam Raimi. I was kind of shocked they brought Sam Raimi in to direct Doctor Strange.
I mean, but the thing with Sam Raimi, I don't know about Spielberg's fandom. We know that Raimi's a comic book fan, and who's to say that he wasn't a Doctor Strange mark growing up? I mean, the kid, fucking Raimi's a little, off. He's one of us. One of us. He's a comic book mark. Yeah, he fought hard for his choices. On one of them he lost. But I think he really wanted to direct Doctor Strange. We don't know if Spielberg really wanted to direct Fantastic Four. He could do whatever the fuck he wanted.
Yeah, it would have been cool. Like, he probably, it's probably, he's never directed a superhero movie, so that maybe that was an itch he wanted to scratch. But
yeah, I'm hoping he does that with something DC, not Marvel's got enough love. We need help on DC side right now. I'd love to see him do direct Superman.
Yeah,
with Brainiac as the fucking villain. Just imagine the technology that fucking he could bring to screen, dude. Oh, it'd be fucking dope.
Yeah, he never did Brainiac on big screen, like of all, like just one of his major heavy hitters, man.
Yeah, and I want to see Brainiac super bad. That's a villain that needs to be in the MCU. I like fucking or in the DCEU. I like what's his name. I like Darkseid. But Darkseid was too close to Thanos after, the MCU already was heading in that direction. They could have went Brainiac, and Brainiac's a fucking, he's an Omega level.
You could do Darkseid at some point, but kind of give some distance from Thanos and
exactly.
And Darkseid, definitely.
But yeah, I'm not thrown off by this. I'm actually encouraged. Disney makes the one thing you don't want to happen with Fantastic Four. You need it to be like Spider-Man. You need it to be like the last two Captain America movies. This can't be Shang-Chi. This can't be Ant-Man. This can't be a fucking throwaway Disney movie.
Yeah, this needs to be
Black Widow. It's Fantastic Four. If this is gonna fucking set us up for the next few phases, this can't fail.
Yeah, it needs to hit on all cylinders. They need to get the tone right. They need to get the right actors right. They need to get everything right for this movie. Because if they don't, it's gonna piss me off because I've waited for a good Fantastic movie my whole life. So you're gonna get one guy pissed off for sure. But we'll see. It's the Russos. I was kind of questioning the Russos when they got Winter Soldier. I was like, the comedy guy is going to direct Winter Soldier. This like pretty badass storyline from the comic. Like, The fuck.
Best MCU movie.
That's my favorite MCU movie. Yep.
Favorite MCU movie.
Well, it still holds up too. What about from Lori? What about the Duffer Brothers directed a Marvel movie?
Did I say Duffer? I meant Russo's. I'm pretty sure I said Russo's.
No, she's asking, what about the Duffer Brothers?
Oh, what about the Duffer Brothers? Oh, man.
I can see them maybe doing a Young Avengers, maybe.
Runaways.
Actually, that's a good shout.
Runaways would be a great one for them. Power Pack, but, I don't know if they get much love.
Supposedly Olivia Wilde's supposed to be doing some Marvel project. But she's got some controversy this week, so.
I'd like it'd be sick if they directed something about Franklin Richards.
Yeah.
I right now I am leaning into the whole kid thing because they're really good directing child actors.
Yeah.
I think in the Duffers we might have another version of Spielberg. They're Spielberg disciples too,
Or even like a maybe an X-Men Academy, like maybe have them do an X-Men Academy kind of thing, just directing a bunch of young mutants at mutant school.
Generation X.
Yeah, that's another good show. We'll see. We'll see. I'll be optimistic. I want to see the cast now. Okay, we got to. Well, not 100% confirmed, but it's coming from a lot of places, so it's pretty much all but confirmed. So I want to see the cast now. That's what's going to really make or break this. All right, director out of the way, but you get a good cast, and all right, well now I'll be back on board. So
villain. You get the good cast, but you got to make sure you get the right villain.
I don't think we're gonna get Doom in the first movie. I think we're gonna get Doom before Fantastic Four. I think we're gonna get sprinkles of Doom, and then as far as movie villain goes, there's a bunch of people they can go with. Maybe some C-listers or B-listers. We don't need like some of the heavy hitters, but there's a lot of places they go. They fought Kane before. They fought.
Give us the end of Annihilus if they're coming into the MCU out of nowhere.
Yeah, like they've been stuck fighting Annihilus for in a pocket dimension for a few years. That's why they've been missing. Yeah, I like that. I want them to be established already. I want them. They should be in chronological order. They should be the first superheroes, like the first superhero team, but like predating the Avengers. But they just been in a dimension fighting this fucking guy for. Whatever, in our time, it's been, 20, 30 years, but, for them, it's been like a couple of years. So
that'd be sick.
That'd be sick, man. I don't know, man. It's one I'm excited about. So hopefully it pans out. All right, let's jump into, let's talk a little bit about this House of the Dragon. This is the first episode, of course, from the prequel to the Game of Thrones universe. 172 years before Daenerys was born, I believe.
162 years?
I think it's 172.
172 years, yeah.
This is this is based off. Was it the Fire and one of the
Fire Song? Not Fire Song and Ice, right?
Yeah, this is based off on like one of the side stories, like one of the side books, like one of those like that Lord of the Rings, like the textbook kind of like kind of telling the history of all the of the Targaryens. This is the first episode. We won't go into any spoilers on this one. It's Game of Thrones, a little slow at parts, but that's kind of how the first episode was for the first series. I like the cast. I'm not a big Matt Smith fan, but
fucking like hating him though.
few roles I've seen him in, like in Last Night in Soho, and in this, he's pretty badass, man. I'm kind of digging him. We get some Matt Smith in here. We got
Paddy Considine.
Paddy Considine, which is still kind of hard for me to watch because he's one of the Andes from Hot Fuzz, so it's kind of hard for me to because I just watch Hot Fuzz and then watch House of the Dragon
back to back. That's fucked up.
And I didn't realize he was in it too, so I was like, wait a second, why is one of the Andes in this movie? But he plays a good role. He's like a good king, like he's like conflicted and kind of reluctant. The cast is pretty good. Race Fiennes is
That's the one that kind of took me out of it. It's the fucking kicker from The Replacements. I'm looking at it, I'm like,
to a High Tower. The Hand of the King. Yeah, yeah, the first episode, yeah, it was pretty brutal. It's slow paced, but it got good towards the end. My one complaint, we didn't see enough dragons, but I'm sure that's going to be more sprinkled out in the series.
We got to see more dragons than we did in the fucking first 5 seasons of Game of Thrones.
Well, yeah, that was kind of the plot. There was no dragons, and they had to raise dragons. So
yeah, I'm good with seeing just we saw her just fucking riding around, just having fun. Like that's what I would do if I had a fucking dragon.
Yeah, and young Miley Alcock. Alcock plays the young Princess Rhaenyra.
I'm gonna fucking be a dick. That's Chaka from the fucking that's Chaka from Land of the Lost. Old CB, it shit looks like Chaka, dude. Look at that picture right there. It looks like fucking Chaka. Can we get a picture of Chaka up on
there? Yeah, kind of does. So yeah, the good cast. Some brutal scenes, but kind of what do you expect from Game of Thrones? Like bloody battles and TNA and weird family intrigue and drama and dragons. So yeah, what'd you think of the first episode?
It's I liked it. It's still a lot relatable to Game of Thrones. You don't really have to watch Game of Thrones to see this series, but you'll see a lot of familiar names.
Gloria is asking, do you have to watch Game of Thrones to understand House of Dragon?
No.
It would definitely enhance it for sure, but I think
it'll enhance it in a way where it's the Easter eggs that you see. Yeah. Like
this is a prequel, so you can jump in and
Yeah, you see Rickard. You see Starks. You see you hear mentions of Dorne. You hear the Tyrell family name. You hear a lot of the names. A lot of Baratheons. A lot of these fucking families are still in charge.
Yeah, and some of like one of the characters is named after one of the direwolves, like in the Game of Thrones. Like she names it after one of the characters from the shows. Like the Easter eggs and stuff. They sprinkle enough where you kind of recognize some shit, and you see the dragon pit where it was destroyed in during the Game of Thrones times. So it's definitely like if you're a fan of Game of Thrones, you watch the whole series, you're definitely get rewarded with some like little sprinkles of stuff.
It's still kind of the same show to me, kind of. The only thing, fucking what's his name, Daemon Targaryen. It kind of feels like if Joffrey grew up a little bit and fucking matured.
Yeah.
That's what he feels like. So the family is, you can see that they are fucking a little weird. You know?
Yeah, well, that's inbred in Targaryen fucking blood. That's what fucking happens.
One thing I don't think we've seen yet, Ray, and I try to pay attention. I wasn't sure. I don't know if we saw any Lannisters yet.
I haven't seen a Lannister. No, I don't think so.
Not yet. Okay, so just yeah.
I'm sure we will. I'm sure. Yeah,
I'm sure we will.
Trying to see like them starting to rise to power, like kind of them, kind of.
Yeah. So I mean, the show. I think the show's great. I know there are people out there, with certain scenes. I'm like, dude, this is what the fucking writers did. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch. If you have a problem with it, don't watch. It's fun. There's so much other stuff out there you can watch.
Yeah, there's some brutal. Yeah, there's some brutal scenes, and some like, hey man, this is not like, it's kind of like a faux Earth, like so. This is kind of how things happened back then. Yeah, this is it's just like a mythical fantasy version of Earth, and things were pretty brutal back in the day for women, and shit like that. So it's
people in general too.
Yeah, people are assholes. People are still assholes. Brady wants to show you his dragon.
Whoa!
Hold on to that.
You keep that beast under control, Brady.
Chris, excited about House of the Dragon and getting into the dragon lore. The cell they had was awesome, and actually looks like it would work. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, the dragon. Yeah. Cool. I like Damon's dragon a lot. Is like the red and black kind of color was a badass.
Does the king have a dragon?
They're supposed to all have dragons.
Yeah, I thought there's supposed to be I think 9 dragons are out there right now.
Something like that, yeah. I think it was like 16 or something. I don't know. They
there's some number, but that means that's that many Targaryens controlling them.
Oh yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
And what I love is the Iron Throne is still like talked about. Like this could be Game of Thrones prequel, but they call it House of the Dragon.
Yeah, well, they might be doing prequels for all the, they might see the Stark.
I want to see. That's who I personally wanted to see. I want to see Starks.
House of Stark. We can do a House of a, House of
the Wolf.
House of Wolves. Yeah, or we could do a prequel for all of them. Like a House Mormont. Like, wouldn't mind seeing the origin of them.
Ooh, that would be sick.
Yeah, I like the Mormonts.
House of what was Baratheon's? Because they all have an animal as their emblem.
It was a deer.
Deer.
Yeah.
House of Deers doesn't have
House of Fire and Deers. You see, Lady Mormont. She's in that Last of Us show.
Yes.
Yeah, they showed
flip of that. Yeah. I forgot what was the character's name. I know the guy. It's Joel. I can't remember her.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal and Lady Mormont. I never played the game, but I probably need to.
It's available for streaming, right, from PlayStation Now.
Sure. First episode was good. They set it up well. Hope it stays awesome. From Krista. Brady's Dragon. It's big and green.
You need to get that looked at, bro.
Don't get grayscale on your penis, man. That's not yeah, you might want to get that checked, Brady. The Deer's Stag. Sorry,
House of the Stag would sound better. Yeah.
House. That sounds like sounds like a National Lampoon's movie.
Sequel to Roadhouse. Oh shit!
That trailer for Last of Us looks cool. Cannot wait for that.
I don't even think it was a trailer. I think it was just like a fucking. It was like a scene.
Yeah. Yeah, people are freaking out for it. People are fucking juiced. Yeah, I never played the game, so I don't have no real connection. But people that play the game are juiced on it. So
these are the same people who freaked out first season of Walking Dead, and they're gonna start hating on it in a few years too.
Well, it's like, yeah, if you don't follow a certain storyline or follow, try to veer, try to go off on your own little fucking tangent. People can piss people off.
Well, that's what almost every adaptation does. Every adaptation. I've never really seen a true. Well, I won't say that. To Kill a Mockingbird, which was made in fucking 1960 something. It stayed true to the book. I don't think they really added shit.
Yeah.
Added their touch. I need to add my touch to it. Like, fuck you. Nobody cares about your touch. Just make the fucking thing that we all grew up loving.
Yeah. The Kill a Mockingbird.
It's a great movie, Ray. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor.
Yeah. Metaphorically speaking, yes. Have you seen you guys seen the trailer for John Berthal's series American Gigolo?
No, I've only seen a picture of it, him driving in a fucking like a convertible. That's it. But I'm kind of tripped out. Like John Berthal in American Gigolo? I don't know. Matthew McConaughey is American Gigolo.
All right.
all right. Yeah, I can see that.
It looks like there's a lot of stuff, that you can see. You can find some spoilers from the book, like some people posted about and stuff. So, yeah, this is like the kids are young. This is their young version. I guess there's going to be older versions coming up. So I guess we're during the show.
So this is like a they'll have like a 20 years later, 15 years later.
Yeah, like a 10 years later kind of thing, I think, at some point. So we might see, yeah. So this is just the beginning. Supposedly, a lot of shit's going to be, a lot of people that are friends are going to be.
That looks sick. Season turn all of a sudden.
Yeah, so I'm intrigued. I'm definitely going to come back and watch the rest of them for sure. But yeah, it's definitely, if you're a Game of Thrones fan.
You know what the best thing is, though, Ray? We're going to be in episode 4, episode 3, and then Lord of the Rings starts.
Oh yeah, yep. I'm not really juiced on that show.
Oh, dude.
I don't know. From the trailers, I've seen all the trailers. I just there's nothing that's
everything's quick cut. That's why.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're not really giving you any meat. They're just quick cutting scenes. Here, look at this. Here, look at that.
I felt the same way about this too. I wasn't super oh, I can't wait to I was like, all right, it's coming out. I'll check it out. Like Lord of the Rings, I'm like.
No, I don't think I was as juiced about this as I am about Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, I think I'm really juiced over
Yeah,
because it's the beginning of Sauron.
yeah,
So by the end of the first season or second season, I'm expecting the rings to be forged.
mm. Yeah. I'm excited to watch it, but I'm just not like, oh, I can't
Yeah.
wait. I'm not, I think they're showing them the first few episodes in the big screen too.
I don't know if I could. They're giving it to me for free. I don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
But that's confidence in it.
yeah. It's a very limited. It's like a limited fucking.
And it's hard to go against Peter Jackson shit. Peter Jack. I
He's
know a
not,
lot.
and they haven't said this is in continuity with Peter Jackson stuff.
No, they're not.
Yeah, so I
But
don't know.
it pays closer attention to the books, but it looks like they took some of the same character designs that they used, or I don't know if they had renderings in the book that somebody drew out and sketched out within the book. I don't remember that. I don't think they did. I think it was all words.
They had like some compendiums and like sketches and like,
or people added it later, right?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because the thing is, like, certain creature designs, they are shared between the Jackson version and this version, but I don't know how I hope they're both as close to the story as possible. It's gonna be. I have a feeling this is gonna be sick. I have a big feeling this is gonna be fucking awesome as shit. It's gonna be the talked about show.
If they only gave Lord of the Rings to Guillermo from Lori, should have been the Hobbit. Should have directed those Hobbit movies. I think it would have been a lot better. Should have been 2 movies and directed by Guillermo del Toro. I think that would have been a lot better, and it would have been held in the same regard as Lord of the Rings. It's kind of like the bastard child of Lord of the Rings. Like, people talk about him, but they don't talk about him like they talk about Lord of the Rings stuff.
The only movie I like out of those 3 was the Battle of the Five Armies.
The last one, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like the Desolation of Smaug too much.
I hate that movie too. I like that's my favorite one. That's just a fucking
great. Everything fucking 3-hour fucking war movie. Yes, please.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, that's the one I like the most. Really.
Yeah.
They added way too much shit that like, you didn't need a fucking romance with the fucking dwarf and the fucking
and the elf.
Yeah, you didn't need those wars.
Well, you could have cut out. You could have cut out a lot of that stuff. Like, dude, they didn't have enough stuff with the dragon.
Yeah.
I think, to me, the Hobbit is more. It should have been very more closely put onto Bilbo and the dwarves that were going in. It should have been like all around them, like all of it. Like, Gandalf, yeah, you show up, but hey, you go off and do something else. I don't give a shit about what you're doing. It's about these guys.
Yeah, and it's just like, he was forced to rush the production too, and like, you could tell, like, it's not that same. Like, you felt like you were in another world. You felt like you were in another world, because it was all shot like on location and took their time. I think they took like 2 years to fucking film that. The original movies and the Hobbit, they were like kind of rushed, and because he came in last minute, so everything kind of CG feel. Everything kind of looks fake and like faker than usual than a movie should look like. So yeah, that definitely hurt that. But we'll see. I'm a Lord of the Rings fan, so I'll definitely check it out. That's next week, right? Next.
The day before All Out.
Well, 2 days. Next Friday. Yeah. Amazon's got some bangers. Yeah, they spend a lot of money.
Streaming service. Yeah, well, that's the most. I just hope it doesn't go along with the dubious distinction of like Waterworld and all those other fucking high fucking priced movies that did shit. What was the other one? The Will Smith one? Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money for nothing.
And the chicks for free. All right. Speaking of liking, here you go. Like and subscribe to the channel. Press that thumbs up button. All that good stuff. Check out our other videos. Did an unboxing last week. Actually doing pretty good. It's got up to like 120 views. The most views we've had in a while. So it's go check that out if you want to see me geek out about some superpowers. I picked up some other ones this week too. So yeah, go check out those videos. Thumbs up. All the thumbs up helps with the algorithm. Tell your friends. I want you to tell your friends about us. Let's see. Lori, cannot wait for the Cabinet of Curiosities. That's the other Guillermo del Toro thing.
Oh yeah, the one on Netflix.
Yeah, did you watch Nightmare Alley?
I haven't yet.
Yeah,
I've been meaning to. There's like a few things I've been meaning to watch, but I've just been doing
yeah,
other things.
it's all right. It's all right. I'm not.
It's not what you expect.
Yeah, which like sometimes that's a good thing, but sometimes like Guillermo del Toro has taught me to expect a certain thing from him, and he did something else, which is good for him. But I don't know. I want something a little extra from that.
So it was like what was that movie he did? Crimson Manor or whatever. Crimson Death. What the fuck was that movie? Crimson Veil. The nobody liked the one with Tom Hiddleston and.
I'm sure Lori knows.
Anyway, yeah, that was bad because everybody was expecting one thing and they got something else.
Yeah.
See, that's the whole thing. If you just go in, you see a trailer, and I blame the people who cut trailers half the time because you're trying to, you're fucking. You're trying to deco fucker, and that doesn't. Yeah, that's not cool. This isn't fucking Mighty Ducks triple deke. Fuck you. No, I want to know the movie.
One deke, please. All right, so let's
Crimson Peak. Yeah, that's the one.
Crimson Peak. There you go. All right, so let's jump into She-Hulk review. Mr. Effort's only seen the first one. I've seen the first two.
That's on my list today of things to watch.
Yeah, it's I don't know how much spoilers we can go into the first one. We'll talk some minor spoilers, I guess.
The Hulk is a shit.
What's up?
Fight with the Hulk is a shit.
Yeah. So a lot of this stuff is in the first episodes from the trailer. So this is like her, and basically this is her origin story. I heard this was supposed to be like the 8th episode, but they moved it up to the first episode, which I think is smart because you kind of give people, like, she says it right up front, like, hey, this is you probably can't get past this lawyer show unless you hear the origin. So I think that was smart. I think it was a smart move to make this the first episode, and you give people what they want. You get to see her and Bruce. First of all, she's fucking awesome. She's amazing in both forms. In Tatiana Maslany, yeah, she's really good. She's fucking charming. She's funny. She's really you root for her. You're kind of rooting for her. So she's really good. Her interactions with Bruce are awesome. I love that, like, just their banter and their relationship and kind of the back and forth they have. And it's basically, the first episode is just basically an origin story. We get to see how they simplify it from the comic. In the comic, she was a lawyer in LA, and she gets a case she was working on. She gets shot. And she's in the hospital, and she needs a blood transfusion, but there's no one around, only Bruce, who's showing up to like tell her he's the Hulk, and so he ends up giving her blood. This kind of makes more sense the way they kind of it kind of simplifies it a little more. It kind of makes more sense. This kind of explains some of those scenes where you saw some from Shang-Chi, like some of the scenes from that movie. Banner shows up in banner form, so we kind of get explanation why he was in banner form, not the smart Hulk we saw from Endgame and above. I love the little Easter eggs. I love the little callbacks. The CG looks a lot better on She-Hulk.
Loads better.
Yeah, and I think that was I was talking about before, like the compression on some of those trailers. They kind of make it look a lot more shit than it is. It
was shit CG. They turned in shit CG and they blamed it on other stuff. That was shit CG. That was shit CG. Shit CG.
It looks bad. Yeah, it's like people are like, oh, it still looks fake. Yeah, but it's a big, tall, 6'7" green woman. Like, of course, it's not going to look. It's like whatever you do, it's not going to look real. There's no like reference for that to be in real life, So yeah, it's always going to look fake because you don't see a big green woman walk around. So of course it looks
real to me, damn it, because I read the comic books.
Yeah, but the writing kind of like it makes you forget the CG and like you kind of just invest in the story. I really dug this. I watched it a couple times. I'm a big fan of this. I'm a big fan of the character, and I think they captured her essence and her people are like, oh, it was too easy for her. She's a Mary Sue. She was like, she got cool. I want to see that for a character. I don't need like every character to be like fucking oh, I need to struggle. I need to fight. Like, no, she was like right off the bat. Oh, I'm good at this shit. Like, I'm really like, yeah, she has self confidence. She gets more confidence and she's more badass. Like, yeah, it's and yeah, I know people are bitching like, yeah, Bruce is stronger than her. They showed like he is stronger than her, but she's talented to other shit. So yeah, it didn't do it, like this is the best Hulk has been in a long time. Like Bruce Banner, this is the best, and they're setting up a lot of stuff for sure. We'll talk about that a little bit.
I like that they're setting up because he says that he's smart Hulk, but there's mentioned that there's the angry Hulk out there.
I think that's what they're setting up to. I think they're like that other guy. They keep on mentioning like, oh, you don't have another person like trying to drive the drive the car. No, there's another handler. No, that's just me because I know how to control my anger, and I think that and what happens when you bottle your rage up? What happens? Yeah. It builds and builds and builds, and it's gonna lash out. So I think we're gonna get Savage Hulk, World War Hulk, not exactly World War Hulk, but something in the vein where they cherry pick some of those storylines. But yeah, what'd you think of the first episode, man?
I fucking loved it. I dug the shit out of it. I'm glad that they went with this as their first episode. Do you think that whole scene where she's doing the intro like that? Do you think that was like a come in and do a reshoot because we're going to change this up?
Probably, yeah. That could be quickly done too. Like here, just 3 actors come in. Like here, let's switch it up. Let's have this as the origin. Just right off the bat, just tell people what this is and how she got there.
Yeah, because I think it was really smart because, I said it. There's only one part that I'm just like I took out of it, and it's the fucking Titania flight across, like doing her Liu Kang, and that was it. But other than that, it was great, dude. I dig this. I dig this show. I like seeing Hulk. I mean, people. I don't think it's how understated it is that you have Hulk in a fucking series. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you had Wanda, you had other people.
This is heavy hitter. This is
this is one of the flagship characters of fucking Marvel. It's like having Spider-Man in a series or Iron Man or Cap. But this is like this is one of the fucking main fucking you think Marvel. You're definitely Hulk is coming across one of the top 5 characters that you might think about.
He's like my 3rd favorite Marvel character. Like after like Spider-Man, Doctor Doom, Hulk is up there for me. I love the Hulk and the mythology of the Hulk. So yeah, this is definitely this is a Hulk show. I mean, like I said, the interaction between her and Bruce are fucking so good. I love their banter.
Yeah, I love the banter. Yeah, it's stuff that people don't like to the guy parts. Oh, that's not like, dude. That's how fucking women talk. Who cares? We talk. Guys talk. They talk. Amongst your group, you talk with your friends a certain way. You talk with your mom and dad a certain way. You talk to everybody differently.
Oh man, I can't wait to talk to you about the second episode because there's a cameo. Well, the guy, who plays her dad, right?
The dad? Who? Her dad?
Yeah.
No.
Cousin Larry.
Oh no shit. Larry Appleton?
Yeah,
no Larry. Shit. All right. Yeah. I got to definitely watch that.
Yeah, the second episode, like they should have had this the first episode and second episode like played together. I think because the second episode is really short and kind of like I think it would have been smart to play both of those as the start of it.
Are they the ones who were doing that, like releasing 2 episodes? But that was for Star Wars, or they did that for any?
They did that for a couple. They did that for WandaVision. They did that for. I forgot what other show they did that for. Like this one would have been smart to have both those episodes start off.
Yeah, it's just I think a good way to hook your crowd is to release at least an hour of television to them.
Yeah. But given that this first episode is pretty satisfying, you get a lot of shit in here packed in. I think this was like 40 minutes, whatever it was, but you get a lot of shit packed in.
Only question does it start off? Does episode 2 start off exactly where 1 ended?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I can rock and roll with that. All right.
Yeah, and episode 2 is really good. It ends pretty, like damn you, like you want more for sure. When the second episode ends, like oh fuck, we'll see what happens next. But that's what you kind of want. You want like to be like oh fuck, I'm not satisfied, but I enjoyed what I saw, but I need more. But This could turn up to be like one of my favorite Marvel shows. The way it's starting off really good. I'm digging it. It's captured the She-Hulk essence, and like it's fun to like people to experience She-Hulk the way I know her. Like a lot of people haven't read the comics, so it's cool to see people like kind of like, oh, this is why I love She-Hulk. This is her character. She's awesome. She's badass. She's beautiful. She kicks ass. She's funny. So I'm glad people are getting to experience She-Hulk. Brady, she sells CG seashells down by the seaside shore.
Fuck you, Brady. I know I couldn't say that even if I looked at it and read it. I have
down by the seashore.
She sells CG seashells down by the seaside shore. Shore.
Unlock the fucking demons, man. That's like some Latin shit right there. It's a lawyer show. At the lawyer show, yeah, they lean more to the lawyer show in the second episode. So yeah, it's some fun stuff in the second episode. Yeah, I can't wait for the third one. I think the third one's gonna be good too. Like, yeah, a lot of little Easter eggs too. If you watch closely, pay attention to some of the headlines on her iPad when she's reading her iPad. There's some could be like major Easter eggs going forward too. So yeah,
what's the time frame that this takes place in?
This is like around it's pretty much like after Shang-Chi.
Okay, this is after Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So pretty much this is in the middle of phase 4.
Yeah, kind of like in the middle, yeah.
Okay. All right. No, it's just sometimes like you look at like something like Captain Marvel, the first one you take place like it takes place in the 90s, right?
Yeah, early mid 90s, I think, something like that.
Yeah, mid 90s. I think they were trying to use like a lot of Nirvana shit.
Yeah.
But yeah. Even though it's a phase 3 movie, it still feels like it's pre a lot of their shit. So I'm just trying to figure out what exactly the phases are, because we're gonna get to see. All right, I don't want to fucking. I don't know if people have seen. I don't want to fucking ruin it. Tim Roth. I wonder when we're gonna get to see him.
Watch the second episode.
Okay. All right.
You'll have a lot of answers answered. Yeah, so it's highly recommended. Watch it. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, just watch both episodes. It's a fun show. I'm digging it a lot. Yeah, so it's hitting on all cylinders for me. This is definitely the best start to an MCU show. And there's been like some good starts, and it kind of trails off on some of the shows. So hopefully this sticks the landing. It stays consistent. I think there's 9 episodes total, so we got a lot more episodes to go. So I'm excited. I'm super juiced.
Nice. Yeah, it's fucking great. I can't wait to watch the second episode.
Yeah, it's really good. So yeah, I highly recommend it so far. I don't think we'll give a final grade until we see the whole series, but yeah, right off the bat, it's getting up there for me. So yeah, I'm juiced on this one. All right, so yeah, She-Hulk, man, go check it out if you haven't seen it. Read the books too. The books are good. Yeah, this pulling a lot from the Dan Slott and John Byrne run. So John Byrne and Dan Slott run, read those. You'll get a lot of the stuff they're pulling from, mostly from the Dan Slott run for sure. But yeah, I'm glad that they're doing good. They're doing good. I like it.
Watch it. Read it.
Watch it. Read it. Speaking of watching and reading, pull list. Pull list is stuff you picked up during the week, good or bad. You watched, listened to, bought, whatever. Yeah, just stuff you want to talk about in your dork life. You want to go first, or want me to go first?
You go first.
I watched The Samaritan on Amazon.
That's streaming?
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime. That's a Stallone superhero movie. It was actually not bad. It definitely felt like a streaming movie, but it's Stallone. It's based. It's a superhero show. He was a superhero like 20 years ago, or I won't give away like some of the. There's a twist you see, like you kind of see coming like right away. Once you I don't know if they were trying to hide it well, but you kind of see the twist coming right away. Basically, it's a story of an old superhero, and he's retired, whatever, and he lives. He's a garbage man. And this kid is he's he's a poor kid living in the neighborhood, and he kind of like suspects that he was a superhero, and the kid gets into some shit, and basically like Stallone is helping the kid out, just kind of it's slow. It's been done in movies like a lot.
He's being a good Samaritan.
Good Samaritan. Yeah. So it kind of like I have to get thrown back into the mix. Like it's kind of slow, and there's a lot of tropes in the beginning, but the last half hour is fucking awesome because he basically. It's basically fucking Ben Affleck Batman warehouse scene extended, where it's just Stallone beating the shit out of people in a warehouse. It's actually pretty awesome. Right. So just for it's slow in the beginning, and it's kind of tropey, and it's kind of like got all the kid and super powered adult kind of tropes. But once it gets towards the end, the last half hour, it's actually pretty fucking entertaining and some cool fucking shit. And Stallone just going around beating the shit out of fucking thugs in a warehouse. It's pretty awesome actually. And he has some new classic Stallone lines. I won't fucking.
No shit. All right.
You'll know. Like there's a certain line he spews is like, oh man. So I'm gonna be saying that. For a while. Pilu Asbak Cyrus is playing Cyrus. He's like the villain in the movie. He was the dude from Game of Thrones. He was the fuck was his name? He was the guy, the fucking fisherman, the island, the boat captain, the evil one.
Yes, the fucking I know who you're talking about. Oh, god damn it! I fucking love that guy. He's fucking such a prick. He's the one who married Cersei. Euron Greyjoy.
Yeah.
That fucking he's a savage, dude.
Yeah, he's a villain in it.
Literally a savage.
Yeah, he's pretty good in it. Yeah, the cast is pretty good. That kid is actually pretty good too. Javon Walton. He's actually pretty good. He feels like this feels like a '90s movie. Like this would have been great in the mid '90s. This would have been like a '90s throwback kind of flick. But Stallone's pretty good, man. I like Stallone, man. He's check it out. Even just for the last 30 minutes alone is definitely worth it. Definitely check it out. Started watching Fleabag. That's all right. What's her name? Phoebe Waller-Bridge. That's her show. She kind of does the same breaking the fourth wall kind of thing. It's pretty funny. I like British comedies. Not bad.
What's it on?
I think it's on Hulu.
Okay.
Yeah, not bad. Kind of funny. I watched the first 2 episodes. Yeah, it's good. She's basically she plays kind of like an asshole, which is right up my alley for sure. But it's really good. It's got written by her. It's a very raunchy kind of humor and stuff. So definitely check that out. Let's see, Superstore for now. I watched the rest of Superstore. Actually, fun show. Kind of slows down that 6th season, but ended really good. Actually, pretty satisfying finale. Fun show. If you ever worked in retail or worked with a group of people, I think you would definitely relate to that show. And what was the last one? I'm sorry, I watched the first 4 episodes of Boy Meets World, man. I love that show, man. I forgot how much I love that show. It was such a good show, man. It was you related to the kid. He was playing, kind of a little snarky, little asshole kind of kid, but he had a good family and fucking, it's a fun show. I forgot how much I loved that show back in the day. So yeah, Boy Meets World, good show. Like I said, I picked up some superpowers. I picked up the Supermobile. Pretty cool, pretty awesome. Based on the Silver Age, I believe I forgot what issue of Superman, but this was actually from the comics, so it's pretty cool. Digging it. The superpower line is pretty awesome. I also picked up the Flash. I think I had a picture from it last week. Yeah, I picked up the Flash at the toy show last week. Probably my favorite of the figures. Looks really cool up close in hand. So yeah, I'm digging it. Yeah, I'm digging this line. Like I said, go back and watch the unboxing from a couple weeks ago. Let's see. And I picked up Gun Honey. The art's really good in this book. It's kind of a noir kind of got some cheesecake factor to it, but the art's really good. I think I talked about the one issue I picked up, but the whoever I want to see who the artist is. It's really good art. Anghor King. Anghor King. I don't. Yeah, it's hard to pronounce. But yeah, the art's really good. It feels like a whoa, some nudity in this book too, but it's really good. Yeah, definitely check it out. It's the finest kind of pop noir, by quote Ed Brubaker. So check it out. Pretty cool. Let's see. All right. What you got, Mr. Effort?
Ooh, why do I always blank when I get to this part?
Yeah, I had to make some notes. I had a lot of stuff.
Yeah. House of the. Oh, I should have. So remember that book I told you I got at the Stranger Things Experience?
Yeah.
So I had that as one of my pull lists from when I went there. So anyway, I started reading it. I'm halfway through it. It's kind of sick how they give you like a breakdown of each person. They have. I think I brought it out. I think this might be from last week too.
Like their stats.
Yeah, their stats. But as I'm going even further, so the kids, they get their, Mike, Lucas, Dustin, and and Will. It shows their D&D bio. So when it gets to the kids, Nancy, Barb, it shows their like yearbook kind of shit. When you get to the adults, now it shows Brenner's files. Like, so I've been reading through almost everybody's. I'm reading through David Harbour's right now. And it's just cool seeing where they took a lot of their cues from, and each person, what they brought from those times that they remember. And like David Harbour was talking about, like he just remembered like a lot of like hard-nosed cops, like fucking Jack Geets in Chinatown. Jack Nicholson's characters, Nick Nolte. Now that he says Nick Nolte, I see a lot of Nick Nolte in fucking in Hop. It's a lot of the Nick Nolte from like 48 Hours.
Yeah.
So it's kind of dope, just like going through it. I can't wait to finish it. I want you to kind of just read it. It's fun just going through and seeing like that. Some kids were like, "Oh yeah, dude, I grew up like I think it was the kid who played Mike." Finn Wolfhard, he's like a total like retro kid to begin with. Like he was, dude. My mom was showing me all these movies when I was growing up. I was like fucking good mom on that lady,
Yeah, his parents. I've met his mom, and him. They're really super like normal. They're not Hollywood like mom, like fucking show business moms and shit. They're like actual regular folk. So
that's refreshing. And it's just nice to know that he was. Like he got brought in, not just watching he appreciating what came before him. Like the storylines. Like the storylines from back then are fucking great. All like the Amblin style entertainment. You can't beat a lot of that stuff. You can't beat like 48 Hours. If people aren't gonna like it today, but fucking these are great movies, man. Everybody's gonna have problems with everything, So, but it's just cool reading. It's just cool reading through it and just seeing what inspired every person there. So that's cool. I can't wait till you get it. A lot of stuff you get to find out how they shot stuff with the Demogorgon. Yeah. Oh, that's the one I wanted to tell you about. So I've been meaning to tell you about this movie. I don't know if you heard about it. It's called Red 11. Did you hear about that movie, Ray?
What's Red 11? No.
Robert Rodriguez. He shot a guerrilla style movie on a low budget about how he got the money to do a low budget, how he got the money to do El Mariachi. So the motherfucker he was always volunteering for like clinical tests and shit, and just he like wrote a story based on the experience, but how you're kind of treated and what it's like to be inside there. But at the same time, he's shooting this just like it's a film school.
Mm.
He actually shot a documentary to go side by side with it. So he shows you how he's shooting each shot, how he's getting the lighting, how he actually does the movie. to just like inspire people who can't fucking afford to go to film school, to pay for all of that stuff. You know, all this camera stuff is expensive, and film is expensive. But he goes, if you do this stuff, you can still make a really good movie that, you know, that you'd be proud to show, like at a fucking like a film festival.
Yeah, I kind of remember seeing the poster for this. Kind of remember, yeah, this was a. Kind of remember, yeah, I haven't actually watched this, but yeah, so
it's trippy. It's a trippy movie.
Yeah,
you know, he's on. I think that he's the main character. Robert Rodriguez. It's just like I said. It's his experience, and it looks like he got caught up with the wrong people. Like one dude was helping him out, but they fucking, you know, they went to the cartel. That's why probably El Mariachi is so heavily, you know, influenced by that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's pretty dope in the sense that he made a movie to show you how to make a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look what this looks like. Yeah, it does look low budget, but it doesn't look low budget where it looks like a 70s low budget. It looks like low budget today with actual like film school equipment. You know, it's just cool. It's just cool to see.
Was it on?
Where did I see Red 11? I think I saw it on Tubi, I want to say. But I think originally I saw it on Amazon. I think. Oh yeah, watch it now on Tubi for free. I'll watch it. It has it on
Amazon Prime right now. Yeah.
Yeah, Amazon Prime has it for free.
Okay.
Yeah,
check it out.
It's cool, man. Like I said, it's just don't expect it. It's not going to have the Hollywood glitz of like Desperado or anything, or of like.
I think he just needs to get that out of his system every once in a while, man. Like the low budget shit. Like I like him doing more big budget shit, like the Alita Battle Angel, underrated.
So man, that's fucking great.
People shit on Book of Boba Fett, but I enjoyed it. I like seeing Rodriguez with a budget. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, he can go, man. He can go like a wrestler. Yeah, but Red 11, it was just cool to see that particular thing. It was refreshing. I mean, it gives me hope. Like maybe I can fucking just get it out of my system. Just make that one thing I want to make and be done with it. You know,
move on.
Just one.
In your head,
I got a good one in my head right now that I'm trying to like work it out, but it's yeah. So, but yeah. Oh, also, so on PlayStation, here we go again. Coming out with PlayStation. Well, PlayStation work. Video games, right? Video games. I love video games. PlayStation, your subscription, if you have the premium subscription, the best one, they have Ghost Recon Wildlands on there. This is I've always talked about SOCOM being my favorite game of all time when it comes to like just gameplay of, you know, one-on-one like military style. This is the closest thing I've ever gotten to the single player game. And the good thing is it's a co-op game. So like you're going to be in the middle of like cartel country trying to stop narcos, collect shit, you know, create your characters, you know, build on your characters. And it's fucking dope, man. It's very open world. It's a squad based game. So even if you're playing by yourself, you have 3 squad members you can control, you know, send them here, go investigate there, hold your fire, but go there, you know, stay covered. Or they can go in hot and fucking just clear out. You can go through the whole game without firing a single bullet, unless it's like some kind of boss that you guys need to fight or some shit. But yeah, it's a fucking dope game. It's streaming for free. I had to download it because I wanted to access the character that I made previously on my PS4. So then I started that game, and I think you do have the option to download anything that's available for streaming. You just got to press the 3 little dots to the side and download. And I think they have 2 versions of the game if it's offered, like Ghost of Tsushima. So you can probably continue your game. That's what I figured out. It's one of those things you have to have the game physically on your system for you to access your physical file from your game. Yeah, just figured that out recently. But yeah, Ghost Recon Wildlands, Ray, I play on Monday nights, Sunday and Monday nights. Sundays sometimes, but Mondays And I have a couple of people that we play with. We've been playing Borderlands, which is you can stream that as well, and it's fun with more people. You just fucking run around just shooting shit, you know. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Uh,
Hope you get your Sony check now.
I know. It'd be your money too.
All right, let's jump over to Hidden Gems. Hidden Gems is something you want to talk about, show off, something special, something probably people don't know about, something special to your collection, something special to you. Hidden Gems. Start off, I finally watched Gamera 3, the third one in the 90s trilogy. And a lot of people have told me that this is like this is the banger. This is one of the best like kaiju movies like ever, and it lives up to it, man. This is a pretty brutal fucking kaiju movie. This shows, like in a lot of kaiju movies, you see people running away from the monster, screaming around. No, this one shows like people blowing up and flying through the air and getting killed. This is like there's like horror elements to this movie too. It gets pretty brutal towards the end too. There's like limbs flying and like blood and guts, and it's pretty fucking awesome, man. Like, yeah, it's the last like battle is fucking brutal, man. Like, yeah, this is the third part, and the Gamera, yeah, the Revenge of Iris is the name of it. Really fucking cool, man. Like, yeah, I've turned into a Gamera fan after Godzilla Fest this past a few weeks ago. But yeah, I love these Arrow movies, these releases. Like they give like the Screen Factory does this too, where you have like the alternate ultimate cover you can like switch out and reverse. So I love that when Blu-rays like special editions do that. So yeah, really cool, man. If you're a kaiju fan, I believe these are on Amazon Prime, the trilogy. So if you want to go check those out, highly recommend it. If you're a kaiju fan, big monster fan, the first two are really good. This one is a fucking banger. But if you go Gamera 3, the Revenge of Iris. It's pretty brutal. It's pretty fucking awesome, man. Yeah, if you're a big monster fan, do it.
This scar right here, Ray, that is like, this one is Gamera related, bro. Straight up. Every time I think about Gamera, that's that particular always comes up because of my brother. Gamera related.
Okay.
I just quick tidbit. Sorry.
Well, don't fucking leave us like that. What happened?
Oh, dude. So we're in Mexico. We find fucking two turtles. He's like, I'm naming mine's Gamera. And I'm like, I was going to name mine's Gamera. He's like, no, you choose another fucking name. He gets hella angry at me. So while he puts his like in a nice shit, he gives me like a little fucking pail to fucking put the fucking turtles in. Or my turtle. He puts his turtle in a nice little bowl and shit. Fucking put sand, tapped it out. I'm fucking stuck with the fucking turtle in a little metal pail. But now he's like, hey, go get some water for us. So he gives me a beer bottle. And I'm walking over to the little fucking creek, filling it up, coming back, filling it up, putting it in, filling up, putting it in. And he goes, oh, no, you got to do mines too. I'm like, oh, motherfucker. So I go over again. Now my cousins are there. They're fucking washing. And the soap is all on this smooth-ass rock that I'm like right in the middle on, trying to fucking get it. So as I walk out there, the next time, up goes Ricky, down comes the bottle in hand. Bam. Just split it all open. Mom was like, oh my God, they killed him. Yeah.
I've got
middle of Mexico. We're not near any hospitals either, dude. Fucking ranch witch doctor tying me up.
Put some fucking mole on it and fucking it's fine. Yeah, I did that with an Orangina bottle. Anytime I see an Orangina bottle, I have a like right. A little so like I fucking slipped. It was in Golden Gate Park. I slipped on the sand, like crashed my hand right on Orangina. Like, so anytime I see an Orangina bottle, I get like that PTSD. Like, oh shit.
Yep. I like Gamera, but every time it's like it's all Gamera's fault.
Oh, one thing I did forget to talk about. I watched Black Phone finally.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
right.
It's really good. Yeah.
That's why I'm like, dude, I wish they would let Derrickson go, because you can see he's good. He's a good director, man.
Yeah.
It's just let the motherfucker make his movie. Don't fucking don't Sam Raimi his ass.
Yeah. No, it's good. Well, yeah, Ethan Hawke is nice and creepy. Like the kids are good. I like the sister. The sister's badass.
What don't you think, Finney? If they were to remake Phantasm,
Oh
Timmy
yeah,
would be the perfect Mike.
I can see that. Yeah, he's good. Oh, yeah. See little young Kung Fu Rick in there too. It was good. Little Robin.
Now you know, now you know why I love the movie so much.
Yeah,
And
like, oh.
they named him Robin. I was like, oh, Kung Fu fucking
Little-
Grayson lives.
what's your hidden gem this week?
It's a Rick pick. It is. Oh, I don't get the. I have to do it myself. Yeah. There it is. Fucking
Unsolicited Rick picks.
dude,
What you got this week?
I know you love 2, but dude, I had the steelbook of Evil Dead. Like this right here, bro. I mean, this literally is a fucking student film.
Yeah.
This literally is a fucking student film, dude. This is probably the best student film I think I've ever seen. As far as when it comes to horror. I mean, I've seen other people like do, never walk in the woods alone. I think that's what it's called. The Friday the 13th kind of little 40-minute movie that they have on YouTube. It's good, but it's not a full-fledged movie. And Bruce Campbell's greatness. He's so fucking campy, and I just think Evil Dead 2 always leaned a little bit more into what Evil Dead has become. To me, this is a little bit more horror. Not as it's funny, but not as funny as the next two, Army of Darkness, and even the Evil Dead Ash versus Evil Dead series. This is just what I think it took a little bit. It took itself a little too seriously, and this is a must watch. Horror fans, go watch this. I don't care if you're 10 years old. Blame me. Go watch it.
You may not fucking sleep ever again, but yeah, you'll have a good time.
You'll have a great time. It's good. It's just a movie. It's just a movie.
It's just a move.
Yeah, it's just a movie. Nobody ever got killed or I have to think about that. John Wick killed people with books. I don't know if anybody's got killed with the movie. No.
Lori, how is Kenobi?
Evil. I have like more cuts everywhere. Now Kenobi's gonna be a fucking trigger word every time I fucking. This car is Kenobi. This car is Kenobi.
Krista, real superheroes? Have you seen a real superhero? Is that what's going on?
Oh, there's a fucking documentary called Superheroes. It's sad, but people are well intentioned.
Oh, is that like the guy in Seattle and shit, like
yeah,
like Phoenix Black or some shit like that.
Yeah, all these cats. I mean, they're all well intentioned, and it's because they've had shit happen to them. Yeah. But
it reminds me of that Super movie with Rainn Wilson, that James Gunn.
Yeah, that's a fucked up movie, man.
Yeah,
that's a fucked up movie. That's the dark side of that shit. That's the dark side of Kick-Ass.
Yeah,
yeah. That's how I like to see it. It's the dark side of Kick-Ass, and this one falls somewhere in between. I mean, they do good shit where, like, honestly, sometimes homeless people just need somebody like to listen to them, and like you could just see some people like, oh, dude, I'm gonna remember you. This is like, thank you. Like, yeah, that's cool. It's just some people who do that shit are just so fucking cringe because they're doing it because it's for celebrityism or whatever.
They have some like weird fucking fetish or like some weird fucking.
Yeah. So, but on the most part, people are very well intentioned. It just sucks that they're pointing it out. The fucking the cops are fucking not. You can't really trust them, and yeah, there's some people, but they're few and far between that are actually cops that are trying to help folks. But yeah, pretty much the cops don't do shit. and these people don't have to really operate during the law. If you saw somebody fucking beating somebody's ass, would you do anything? They always refer to Kitty Genovese, and it's a story where like 38 people saw this fucking girl getting beaten and raped, and nobody did anything. They just let her die.
Yeah,
that's fucked up. That's a true evil. It's the indifference of good men, because Yeah, we
It
can't be.
depends on the situation too. Like you can put yourself in harm's way too. Like if somebody has a gun and it's like, you don't really have much option.
Yeah. No, I understand, but it's just like sometimes you know sometimes you just gotta do something if you see just something being done, and but the cops are always just like, oh, well, you shouldn't do that. Why? Because you don't know the repercussions of what can happen afterwards. Like,
Yeah, motherfuckers be suing too. Like you
yeah,
like
exactly. Like, you guys fucking
like you
kidding
help
me?
them out and you get sued because they broke their arm or some shit. So you gotta be
You
careful out there.
you were assaulting somebody else. And, yeah, what the fuck?
Lori finally saw both kick-ass movies. Enjoyed them, but loved the first one more. I don't like the second one. Jim Carrey was cool, but the second one I did not like. It wasn't directed by Matthew Vaughn. I think that kind of hurt it. I think he should have directed that second one. But the first one's great. I rewatched that recently. It's good flick.
Second one is like a very hacky Matthew Vaughn trying to be.
Yeah.
Might have been his fucking cinematographer, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I just wasn't a fan.
Was it still a Marv production?
Yeah, it was like I think he produced it, and I think he might even wrote it too.
Okay.
Yeah, he needs a win. He hasn't had a win in a while. Matthew Vaughn, man, the last two Kingsman movies have not been good.
I like Kingsman.
The Kingsman was okay. It was all right. It wasn't
yeah, no, it was good. I'm not saying it was all right. Is fucking the Kingsman 2 is all right.
I don't even give it all right, man. This is fucking James
Yeah,
Bond.
it had some fun shit, but it's all right.
Too goofy. It just leaned too much into goofy shit. I don't know. It's that franchise all over the place. Like in the third one was just like not. I don't know. Like the first one had such a good balance of like goofiness and like badassness, and the second one was leaned into too much of the goofy, and the third one like leaned too much into the serious. So like it kind of lost the balance of the first one had.
Well, if you trip on it, the first one is done in like more of a contemporary time where he's more loosey goosey. So yeah, he's a little bit more reckless. The other guy is he's a very rigid character. He's the one that kind of starts this shit, So, you got to be a little bit more rigid. You can't be like, "Hey, what's going on? I'm here to shoot shit."
Yeah, I don't know. It's
I don't call it a win, but I think it was a lot better than people give it credit for.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're gonna get out of here. Just past the Frank special. Layer Cake is still one of the best. Yeah, it's a good movie. Yeah.
Probably best movie, but I've only seen it once. I fucking hate the ending.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Turn on the notification bells. Watch some of the old stuff. Watch some of the old reviews and stuff. Yeah, keep the word out. Any last words, Mr. Effort?
No, go watch an old movie. Go watch everybody. Go watch Jaws in IMAX when it comes out. Go watch it.
Yeah, thanks for making a fun Saturday for me at work. Have a good one. Thanks you, Lori. Yeah, Rogue One was in IMAX yesterday.
Oh.
I actually saw that in IMAX.
I saw it in IMAX, yeah, in the beginning.
Yeah, it'd be cool to go see, but yeah, I'm all right. There's other shit I want to go see. All right. Yeah, go see movies, watch movies, go buy comics, go to comic shops and do all that good shit. And
I'll play video games too.
Yeah, we'll see. Only when AEW comes out, I'll play video games.
Oh, yeah.
All right. See you guys next week.